What is going on YouTube? Today we're going to be breaking down another very interesting pick. Today we are talking about Kindred in pretty much every lane. This player is a challenger player. He's currently ranked, I think, 112 in North America, and he plays Kindred top lane, mid lane, AD carry, and jungle sometimes too. But he is able to play Kindred in all four positions, up to a 72% win rate in high challenger. I think this guy is very, very interesting, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down his mid lane Kindred, but most of his Kindreds are pretty much the same. He likes to go a lot of the same builds in top lane, in mid lane, and in AD carry. They're just altered a little bit, but this guy is absolutely insane at Kindred, and again, he is ranked 112 in North America with a 72% win rate on this champion, and he queues primarily for mid lane. And I think that's really interesting, really impressive. He's probably one of the best Kindreds in North America, maybe even the world, and he doesn't even play jungle. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about why this pick's so good, how he's able to make it work, and just kind of his strategy and stuff going into games. And hopefully you guys can even use picks like these to gain yourself some LP. Before we get into this one, I just wanted to ask real quick, if you're not already subscribed, you can click that button really quick. That would be awesome. Helps you guys stay up to date on all my latest content, and helps me out a ton as well, obviously. So it ends up working out for both of us. We have a ton of new content coming out lately, especially with quarantine, all the craziness and stuff going on right now. We got tons of time to put out videos. But with that being said, let's get right into today's video. We're going to start out by talking about the Rune page. This guy, his name is Doopliss. Again, he is 660 LP challenger, 67% win rate overall on his account, and a 72% win rate on Kindred. The problem is, he doesn't have very good win rates on anything else. He does win on Kindred in all different kind of positions, all different kind of builds everywhere, but he doesn't win on much other picks. If Kindred gets banned, if he gets autofilled to support or something, it doesn't go too well, but most of the time he's getting Kindred, he's carrying a lot of games, and again, this is in high challenger. So if he can carry high challenger games with a pick like Kindred mid, then you guys can definitely do it in your games as well. So that's why I want to kind of do this breakdown. Starting off again with the Rune page. In this game, he is going Conquer Kindred. He plays Conquer Kindred pretty much everywhere. Top, jungle, mid lane, AD carry. It's always Conquer. Presence of Mind, Legend Tenacity, Last Stand, and then he has Domination secondary with Taste of Blood and Ultimate Hunter. A lot of the most important stuff there. Legend Tenacity, that's always going to be really, really big for carry champions. You don't want to be getting CC'd. You don't want to be getting killed after that. Conquer is going to be super good for Kindred. She's very good in those extended trades, especially with her ultimate and stuff. But once you get Conquer going, you're going to be healing so much, doing so much damage. It's going to be really, really crazy. Taste of Blood, just getting that extra healing. Conquer and Taste of Blood always have amazing, amazing synergy. And then Ultimate Hunter, obviously, as Kindred, having your ult up as much as possible is going to be really, really good. But I think you could even get away with something like Relentless Hunter or anything too, because Kindred honestly has a decent early game. It's not great, and it's really weird not having to like play around the marks and stuff in the early game, obviously, because you are in mid lane. You do want to be roaming around a little bit more, because you need to mark champions. You need to be picking up marks that way. You want to mark the bot laner, head down there, mark the support, go for kills. Currently he has the jungler mark. He's going to be looking for invades if he can track the jungler and look for that, because you still do need to be picking up marks, because that is very, very important on Kindred. So Kindred with Ignite, he does take Flash Ignite. With Ignite, you are actually strong enough early game to have kill potential on a lot of people. You saw he was able to first blood the Syndra in this game. So you do want to be looking for those early kills. You do scale insanely well. Kindred's obviously very, very good late game, but I think she has an underrated early game where you can look to be a little bit aggressive, especially because most people, most mid laners, top laners, AD carries, whatever, they're not going to know Kindred's damage. They're going to be surprised, and if you know, if you have your champion down, if you know how much damage you're going to be doing, if you know about your pick, you're going to be able to surprise people, especially with Ignite, and pick up some kills early, pick up some free marks, and you're going to be good to go. Next, we can talk about the skill order. He starts out with a point in Q, then W, then E, then maxes Q, then maxes W, then maxes E, obviously putting a point in ultimate when he is able to, so that's nothing too crazy there, pretty standard Kindred stuff. As far as the build, I think it's pretty interesting. In most games, he is going to be rushing Blade the Rune King. Super, super good on Kindred right now. Usually he's going to go with some Merc Treads. Obviously, the Legend Tenacity, the Merc Treads are going to go well together. You don't want to be getting CC'd as Kindred. You don't want to get CC'd blown up before you can ult, before you can do anything, before you can get any damage off. So those are always going to be really, really good for you. And after that, usually going to be going into a Wit's End, which is really good in so many ways. One, if you're playing mid lane Kindred, the magic resist obviously going to be very, very good for most of your matchups you're going to be playing into. Gives you movement speed so good, attack speed really, really good on Kindred, and then getting the healing as well is going to synergize so well with Conquer and Taste of Blood. You're just going to turn into an absolute monster who is able to fight against the other mid laners and stuff, but then also you are going to just be able to do all the things that Kindred wants to do, just like the attack speed, just like the healing, and yeah, the magic resist into the AP laners is going to be super, super good. After that, usually going to Rune's Hurricane, and then just sometimes he's going QSS after that, sometimes he's going Death's Dance, sometimes he is going Lord Dominic's Regards or Mortal Reminder, something like that. It really depends, but mostly his core build is going to be those 3 items of the Blade of the Rune King, the Wit's End, and the Runes, and after that you are a 3-item scaling 80 carry marksman whatever Kindred that is going to be in a really good position and able to carry a ton of games. That's going to make you so strong. And again, you are going to be that normal late game monster Kindred that comes out of the jungle, but in mid lane and top lane you're going to just scale up even sooner, and you are going to have a surprisingly good early game. The one downside is obviously it does make it a little bit more difficult to pick up marks in some ways because Kindred jungle is really weak early. So a lot of the times you might get bullied off your marks anyway, so maybe this is, even in certain games, into certain matchups and stuff, it could be even easier to get marks or even better to get marks. But this pick definitely works. This guy has a 70% win rate this week on Kindred. He has a 72% win rate overall as Kindred, and there are some Kindred jungle games in there. He does play jungle, just I'm sure he just gets filled a lot because he's trying to play mid lane, but most of these games are mid lane, a lot of top lane, a lot of 80 carry, and he has really great win rates in all. And again, this is in mid to very high challenger. Currently 660 LP, but he constantly is bouncing around like rank 50 and rank 150. Just a really interesting pick, really interesting player. And yeah, someone I definitely wanted to break down and talk to you guys about. This was my Kindred mid lane guide. We ran through the build, the runes, the skill order, all of that stuff, and just showed some gameplay on the screen of how you can make this pick successful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely drop a like if you did. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about mid lane Kindred? And if you guys try it out, definitely let me know how that goes. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one, but until then, peace.